Welcome all my people of second grade primary school. That's our weekly time for science, and today you will have the last revision before the final revision. So today I will remind you what we have studied this semester, and I have a very important collection of questions for this semester and or for the exam of this term, God willing. So we have studied up till now 4 units. Unit 1, which deal with levers and levers law, and levers law is a very important lesson. It deals with problem of levers and which lever is the best type. Also, we have studied Unit 3, which deal with 2 lessons about electricity and electric lamp. Also, we have studied Unit 3, which deal with space and 2 interesting phenomena, which are solar and lunar eclipses. And also, we have the 3rd lesson, which is observing the space. So, what about the last unit? Last unit contains only 1 lesson, which is the transmission and absorption of water through the plant. It's the only biology lesson in this semester, but all the rest lesson about or deal with physics. So today we'll have or we will start this revision. This revision is very important. You can record this revision if you can. You can write after me all the questions because they are very important questions and maybe found in the exam, inshallah, this semester. So let's start without delaying the first question. First question about complete question, and in this question, please, I advise you, please read the question carefully till the end word. نصيحة مهمة جدا في complete question لازم أقرأ السؤال لآخر كلمة. First question says that the light bulb consists of point, and point. The light bulb consists of point, and point. Surely the light bulb consists of base, glass bulb, and also the filament. The light bulb consists of base, the glass bulb, and the filament. Another question. The gas which is used in electric lamp. The gas which is used in electric lamp, we know it's an inert gas, هو غاز خامل, which is called argon gas. Argon gas is used in electric lamp, ever or whatever, it's fluorescent lamp or light bulb. So the gas which is used in the electric lamps is the argon gas. Argon gas is the gas which is used in the electric lamp. Another question. Transpiration is a process where the plant point water. Transpiration is a process where the plant loses water, as we know, where the plant loses water. So again, transpiration is a process where the plant loses water, and we know that in a form of water vapor in the to the surrounding area to get rid of excess water. So again, transpiration is a process where the plant loses water. Another question. This question is about drawing. The question says, label the following diagram. Label the following diagram. I think, or I'm sure, number 1 is a very easy point in the diagram, or is a very easy labeling diagram. So number 1 will be root hair. Number 2 is cortex. Number 3 is the endodermis. Number 4 is the xylem or wood. Number 5 is the pith layer. So we have 4 layers in this question, but number one here is the root hair, which is responsible for absorbing of water from the soil. Again, root hair is responsible for absorbing water from the soil. So what about the 4 layers? They are the cortex, the endodermis, the xylem, and the pith. So again, we have 4 layers, but here is the epidermis isn't found. طبعا epidermis هنا مش مطلوبة مني في السؤال ده. So again, I have root hair, cortex, xylem, or sorry, endodermis, wood or xylem, and at last the pith. So again, I have 4 layers, which are epidermis, cortex, xylem, and pith. But number 1 is the root hair. Another labeling diagram, they are very important, which is the electric lamp or the light bulb. The light bulb here contains thick things, which are number 1, the filament, which is made of tungsten, and we know that the filament is made of tungsten because tungsten has high melting point. Number 2 is the inert gas, which is argon gas. Number 3 is the 2 copper lead wires. Number 4 is the base. Number 4 is a piece of lead. Number 5 is the base. Number 4 is a piece of lead. Number 5 is the base. Number 6 is the glass bulb. Again, labeling the light bulb is very easy. Number 1 is the tungsten filament. Number 2 is the inert argon gas. Number 3, they are the 2 copper lead wires. Number 4 is a piece of lead. Number 5 is a base. Number 6 is a glass bulb. So again, labeling diagram is very important in our exam. Again, labeling diagram is a very important question in our exam. Another labeling diagram, or another diagram for labeling, is the phenomena of solar eclipse. Here it is. Letter A is the moon. Letter P is the area of umbra or shadow, and we know shadow is an area which have no light, is an area of inner shadow where total solar eclipse occurs. And number 3 is the Earth. Again, letter A is the moon. Letter B is the area of shadow or umbra area. Letter C is the Earth. And this phenomenon is called what? It's called solar eclipse. And we can make a definition for this phenomena. It's an astronomical phenomenon where moon, sun, and the Earth are on a straight line with the moon in the middle, casting its shadow on the Earth. So again, labeling diagram is a very important question in our exam, inshallah. So again, another question. The question says that lunar eclipse occurs in the what? Lunar eclipse occurs in the middle of lunar months. Again, lunar eclipse occurs in the middle of lunar months by the rate of 2 eclipses per year. يعني هو بيحصل مرتين في السنة, but it occurs in the middle of lunar months. لكن بيحصل في منتصف الشهر القمري. Again, it occurs in the middle of lunar months by the rate of 2 eclipses per year. 2 eclipses per year. Another question. The outermost layer of a plant root is called what? The outermost layer of a plant root is called what? Surely it will be epidermis. Epidermis is the first or the outermost layer of the plant root. Epidermis is the first or outermost layer of the plant root. Another question, of complete question, and again, I advise you, please read the question carefully. Read the question carefully to answer the question correctly. So again, the question says that materials are classified into point and point according to their conductivity of electricity. So materials are classified into what? Yeah, electric conductors and electric insulators. Electric conductors and electric insulators. And we have many examples of each one of them. Electric conductors such as iron, copper, aluminium, gold, silver, and any metal. Even if mercury itself is a good conductor of electricity, and also the earth, the human body, the impure water which we use in our daily life, or mineral water, all of them are electric conductors. So what about electric insulators? Electric insulators such as plastic, rubber, wood, glass, air, and so on. So again, we have classified the materials into 2 types, which are electric conductors and electric insulators according to their conductivity of electricity. Another question. Suction pump is what, while point is a second class lever? Here is a question of lever and classifying the each lever to its type. Again, here is a question of lever and classifying each lever to its type. Suction pump, as we know, is a first class lever. Suction pump أو مضخة المياه is a first class lever, while point is a second class lever. Surely it will be wheelbarrow, nutcracker, bottle opener, and so on. We have many examples of first class lever, but less examples of second class lever. Again, I have a very important note here. Which type of lever is the best type? Surely the second class lever. So which type of lever will be famous or most common, من أكتر نوع مشهور? It will be the first class lever. لازم نفرق كويس قوي بين the most common levers, they are the first class lever, and the best type of lever, أفضل نوع lever, it is the second type of lever, such as wheelbarrow, nutcracker, bottle opener, stapler, and so on. So another question. During the solar eclipse, the outer solar corona keeps on emitting harmful rays such as what and what. So we know that there are harmful rays that come out from the sun during the solar eclipse, which are ultraviolet radiation, and also infrared radiation, We have known that during the solar eclipse, the outer solar corona keeps on emitting harmful rays such as ultraviolet and infrared radiation. So we must take care, and we must wear what? لازم نرتدي special glasses for protecting our eye from blindness, because those rays, the ultraviolet and the infrared, affect our eye retina, and may cause blindness. So now we have a caller from Giza, Alia. Hello, Alia.
Hello.
Hello, how is science with you, Alia?
It's very good.
It's very good. Okay. So, Alia, I will give you a question now. Or you have a question?
Yes, I have a question.
Okay, Alia. What's your question?
The spiral base of the light bulb glows.
Again, Alia, please, quietly.
The spiral base
I can't hear you, Alia.
of the light bulb glows due to?
The filament of the light bulb?
No, the spiral base.
The spiral base. Okay, Alia, the spiral base. Okay. The spiral base
Of the light bulb
the spiral base of the light bulb
glows due to?
what?
Glows.
Close?
Glows.
Glue?
Yeah.
Okay. Glues?
Due to
Yeah.
passing the electric current through it.
Passing the electric current. Through it. Okay, Alia.
Put right or wrong.
Put right or wrong. What's your opinion, Alia? ايه رأيك?
True.
True? The
Yeah.
spiral base. القاعدة هي اللي بتنور يا عالية في اللمب. Surely wrong. Not the spiral base. The filament of the light bulb. Which part of the light bulb will give out light? Glues here means give out light. Glues يعني يتوهج, يطلع ضوء, ينور.
Yeah.
Okay? So not the spiral base, but it will be the filament. Okay?
Filament?
The filament of the light bulb. Okay? So it's wrong question, Ali. We must occur. The meaning of the word glues means what? Means give out light or emit light. Okay? It's equal give out light. Okay, Alia?
Okay.
Okay, you have another question?
No.
Okay, you want to be asked?
Yeah.
Okay, so Alia, you have a give reason question now.
Yeah.
Okay, the question says that the root hairs are of thin walls.
To allow penetration of water and salt through it.
Very good, Alia. To allow the penetration of water and salt through it. That's very excellent answer, Alia. Another question for you, Alia.
Okay.
Argon is used in electric lamp instead of atmospheric air. That's what happened.
What?
Sorry, that's give reason question again. That's give reason. Give reason we use argon in electric lamp instead of atmospheric air.
To protect the filament from burning and increase its lifetime.
Okay, Alia, to protect the filament, or because argon is an inert gas that prevents burning, and your answer is correct also. So again, because argon is an inert gas that prevents burning, okay?
Okay.
So another question for you, Alia, but it's the last question for you, okay?
Okay.
Okay. The question says that water cannot be used to put out or extinguish the fires resulting from electricity.
Because water is a good conductor of electricity, so the fires increase.
Because water is a good conductor of electricity that may cause increase in the electric fire. Okay, Alia?
Okay.
So, Alia, the last question for you. Okay?
Okay.
I'll give you a question from my mind. What's meant by lever?
Lever?
What's meant by lever?
A rigid bird that rotates around a fixed point called the fulcrum.
Alia, please, quietly. Not very quick like this, okay? Quietly. What's meant by lever? You say right, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
A fixed point at which the lever rotates.
Again, Alia, please. What's meant by lever? Lever is a
A
rigid
rigid
bar.
bird that rotates around a fixed point called the fulcrum and is affected by effort force and resistance force.
So again, lever is a rigid bar that rotates around the fixed point called fulcrum and is affected by two forces, which are resistance force and effort force. Thank you, Alia, for your participation, but you must take care of the spiral base of the lamp doesn't glue, but the filament, which is a part which it glues due to the passing of electricity through it. Okay? We must take care of your question. So now let's return back to our questions of give reason question. We have a very important collection of questions of give reason question. This question says that sometimes the first class lever saves effort. Sometimes the first class lever saves effort. Surely the answer would be that because or when the effort force arm is longer than the resistance arm. When the effort force arm is longer than the resistance force arm. So again, the second class lever or the first class lever save effort by only one condition. في شرط واحد بس for the lever to save effort. So when the effort force arm is longer than the resistance force arm. Again, when the effort force arm is longer than the resistance force arm. And this condition is found only in second class lever, always is found second class lever, and sometimes found in first class lever. But it's not found in third class lever. So third class lever doesn't save effort, doesn't or haven't mechanical benefit or doesn't conserve effort. Why? Why third class lever is the worst type اللي هي أسوأ نوع? Because it has in this condition, it has the effort force arm shorter than or less than the resistance arm. But what about second class lever? Second class lever, as we know, is the best type. Why? Because it has effort force arm is longer than the resistance force arm. So another question. What happens if there's another type of questions and this question we must occur? It isn't give reason question. We want here the result. هنا أنا عايز نتيجة. What happened يعني إيه اللي هيحصل لو حصل ده. So they may be imaginary question. ممكن جدا يكون سؤال تخيلي. They maybe don't happen. ممكن يكون ما بيحصلش. So let's practice this type of question. And again, I say or I advise you, it isn't give reason question, but it's what happened or what is the result of. So the question says that the light bulb in the house are connected in series. Again, the light bulbs in the house are connected in series. We know that light bulb in the house are connected in parallel. But before I answer the question, we have another caller from Cairo, Muhammad. Muhammad, how are you?
I am fine, thank you.
Okay, Muhammad, you have a question, Muhammad?
No, I want to be asked.
You want to be asked? Okay. So the question says that what happened if? Okay, what happened,
Okay.
Muhammad?
Okay.
What happened if the light bulbs in the house are connected in series?
When a light bulb is turned off, the other lamps will be turned off.
Very good, Muhammad. Excellent. Muhammad says that when one of the lamp is damaged or turned off, all the other lamps in the house will turn off also. Again, or will turn off too. Again, when one lamp is damaged or turned off, all the other lamps in the house will turn off. So we prefer what connection, Muhammad? We prefer series or parallel?
It is a parallel connection.
We prefer parallel connection. بنفضل parallel than the series connection for this reason. So another question for you, Muhammad.
Okay.
What happens if the plant is kept in the dark for a long period of time? What happens if a plant is kept in the dark for a long period of time?
The plant can't make photosynthesis process?
The plant surely cannot make photosynthesis process due to the absence of light and will die.
Make own food.
And can make its own food and will die. So surely light is a very necessary factor or the very necessary energy for the plant, because with the light the plant can make photosynthesis process and also can make its own food in this very important vital process. So again, Muhammad, can you tell me what are the requirements for the photosynthesis process? It's a question of my mind, Muhammad. Okay?
Okay.
What are the requirements? What are the conditions of photosynthesis process? ايه هي شروط البناء الضوئي? Again, what are the conditions of photosynthesis process?
The plant take sunlight.
Sunlight, yeah, number one.
And take carbon dioxide from the atmospheric air.
Carbon dioxide from atmospheric air.
And it's to oxygen. And absorb water from the soil.
Water from the soil. So light, sunlight, carbon dioxide, water, and salts. And also there is another material which is found in the plant itself, which is very important for the photosynthesis process.
Okay.
Yeah, there is another material. في مادة كمان يا محمد. You said that sunlight, water, carbon dioxide. There is fourth material. Concentrate. That's chlorophyll. Chlorophyll, which is found in the plant itself, Muhammad. Okay? So again, the plant needs 4 things, at least, for making photosynthesis process, which are sunlight, carbon dioxide, water and mineral salts, and at last chlorophyll, which is found in the plant itself. So another question for you, Muhammad. The question says that what happened also when the moon lies in the penumbra area of the earth? You will see the question now on the monitor.
Yeah, a partial lunar eclipse will be occurred.
It will cause a partial lunar eclipse or
A partial lunar eclipse.
no, Muhammad, it's wrong, Muhammad, it's wrong. If all the moon lies in the penumbra, it will cause a semi-shaded lunar eclipse. But what will happen, or what happened, if a part of the moon in the penumbra, it will cause, as you said, the partial eclipse. Okay? Muhammad, partial occur when a part of the moon only in the penumbra. لو في جزء بس في penumbra وفي another part in the umbra. But all the moon in the penumbra, it will cause a semi-shaded lunar eclipse. Okay, Muhammad? So what happens if all the moon lies in the area of umbra of the earth?
A total lunar eclipse will be occurred.
Very good, excellent, Muhammad. Muhammad, does the lunar eclipse need precautions, safety precautions, such as what we used in solar eclipse? Again, the question with another way. Is lunar eclipse dangerous like the solar eclipse? We must wear special glasses to observe lunar eclipse like the solar eclipse. Why, Muhammad?
Because the moon doesn't emit harmful rays.
Yeah, because there is no harmful radiation or rays, such as what? Such as
ultraviolet rays and infrared rays.
Such as ultraviolet rays and infrared radiations, which harm the eye and may cause blindness of the retina of the eye. Thank you very much, Muhammad, for your participation, and wait for us today. Thank you very much. So let's back to our important collection of questions. I have now a very important question which deal with the lesson 1 from unit 4, or the last lesson of what we have studied, the plant or the transmission of water through the plant or through the root to the stem and leaves and all other parts of the plant. The question says that what happens if the root hair don't secrete a sticky substance. We know that the root hair secrete a sticky substance تفرز مادة لزجة, sticky substance, or a viscous substance. ممكن نسميها sticky or viscous. Why the root hair secrete a sticky substance? We know that the root hair secrete a sticky substance for helping in penetration of the soil. But what happens if the root hair don't secrete a sticky substance? It will or it can't penetrate through the soil part. So we can say that the root hairs cannot penetrate through the soil part. مش هتنفع تخترق حبيبات التربة. So again, the sticky substance or the viscous substance, المادة اللزجة, which are secreted or which is secreted from the root hair, helps in penetration of the soil particles. So another question. It's also what happened question. What happened if the filament of the light bulb is made of iron? What happened if the filament of the light bulb is made of iron? We know that it's made of tungsten. But before I answer this question, we have a caller from Cairo, Mariam.
Hello.
Hello, Mariam.
Hello.
Hello, Mariam. How is science with you?
It's good.
It's good. Okay, I hope to be excellent, Mariam. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Mariam. The question says, you have a question, Mariam?
No, I want to be asked.
Okay. So the question says, what happens if the filament of the light bulb is made of iron?
It will burn.
It will burn or it will melt, Mariam. Iron doesn't burn, but it melts. It's a metal. Okay?
Okay.
الحديد مش بيتحرق, هو بينصهر. Okay? Again, it will melt at high temperature. So the filament will melt at high temperature. So we choose what, Mariam, for making the filament?
Tungsten.
Tungsten. Why? Give reason.
Because it has a high melting point.
Because tungsten has a very high melting point than the other metals such as iron, copper, aluminum, and so on. So another question for you, Mariam. What happens if a man touches uncovered wire carrying electricity or electric current?
It will cause an electric shock.
It will cause an electric shock, or he will be shocked by an electric shock. Another question for you, Mariam. What happens if the cell membrane isn't present in root hairs of plants?
What
What happens if the cellular membrane, the cell membrane, the plasma membrane, isn't present in the root hairs of the plant?
It will not
Will not?
absorb the salts and mineral salts and the
No,
water.
Mariam. No, wrong, Mariam. Here I want the function of the cellular membrane. ايه هي الفانكشن بتاع cellular membrane? It controls the passage of the substance entering or leaving the cell. هو بيتحكم في مرور المواد اللي تدخل أو تخرج من السيل. So what is that? Or what happens if the cellular membrane isn't present? So the plant cannot control. The plant cannot control the passage of the salts it needs. Imagine that, Mariam. There is a home without a door. تخيلي كده في بيت من غير باب. What happened? We cannot control the passage of anything outside or inside this home. Okay? So again, the membrane or the cell membrane is very important for the root hair in controlling the passage of salts it needs. Okay?
Okay.
So Mariam, I have a question of my mind. The question says that what's meant by selective permeability property?
Selective permeability,
Yeah.
it's a process by which the cell membrane of the root hair allows some types of salts to
Very
pass
good,
according to the plant's need.
Excellent, Mariam. Very good, wonderful. So it's a very important property where it allows the passage of special or certain salts to go inside the plant and not the other according to the plant's need. So the last question for you, Mariam, what's meant by the effort force?
Effort force. Effort force.
Yeah, effort force from the first lesson.
Effort force.
Yeah, surely effort force.
It's the distance.
No, not effort force R, Mariam. I said effort force only.
It's a force
Okay?
that's exerted by a person
Yeah,
to
sure.
equilibrate the resistance.
It's the force that's exerted by a person to equilibrate the resistance. So another question for you, Mariam, because you are a very intelligent pupil. So what's meant by osmosis process? What's meant by osmosis process?
Osmosis. It's the
concentrate.
transmission of water molecules through semi-membrane.
Again, Mariam, again, it's the transmission of water molecule.
Okay, it's the transmission of water through semi-membrane
Yeah.
from an area with high concentration of water to an area with low concentration of water.
Very good. It's the transmission of water molecules through a semi-permeable membrane from an area of high concentration of water to an area of low concentration of water. Thank you, Mariam, for your participation and wait for us today. Thank you very much. Okay, so let's back to our questions. I now have another type of question, which is the choose the correct answer. This question seems to be easy, but in my mind, in my opinion, في رأيي الشخصي, it's a very difficult question. Why? Because maybe there are more than one right answer. ممكن يكون في أكتر من إجابة صح. So I advise you in this question, please read all the choices. اقرأ كل الاختيارات. Please choose the correct answer. You mustn't be quick. You mustn't be so fast in your answer. ما تكونش متسرع في إجابتك. Please, you must read the question carefully. Read all the choices because there may be more than one right answer. Maybe A and B, A and C, all the previous answers, A, B, and C, all of them, and so on. So in this question, please concentrate and read all the choices. So let's start with the first question. The first question says that point is the main source of light on the earth. Point is the main source of light on the earth. So I have four choices: moon, sun, stars, fire. Moon, sun, stars, fire. Surely we know this question from our previous study in primary 4 and primary 5. So sun is the main source of light on the earth. Sun is the main source of light on the earth. Another question. Root hair secretes what substance? Root hair secrete what substance? Watery substance, light substance, thin substance, sticky substance. Surely it will secrete sticky substance or viscous substance. ممكن يكون معناها تاني أو يكون معناها with sticky substance or viscous substance. Sticky or viscous means أو معناها مادة لزجة. And this material is very important for helping in penetration of the root inside the soil. So again, root hair secrete sticky substance or viscous substance. Another question. The partial soil eclipse. The partial soil eclipse occurs in the area of penumbra, umbra, Antumbra, no correct answer. Surely the answer will be that penumbra, because we know that the partial solar eclipse occurs in the area of penumbra, but the total occurs in the area of umbra, and the annular or the annular solar eclipse occurs in the area of antumbra. So now we have another caller from Cairo. Abdurrahman, hello.
Hello.
Hello, Abdurrahman, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay, you have a question, Abdurrahman?
No, I want to be asked.
You want to be asked. Okay, Abdurrahman, I will give you a very easy question. It's a choose the correct answer question. Okay? The question says that the filament of the light bulb is made of tungsten because it reacts with oxygen, it has low melting point, it has high melting point, it has low density.
High melting point.
Surely, excellent, Abdurrahman. It has high melting point. So again, the filament of the light bulb is made of tungsten because it has high melting point. It has high melting point. Another question for you, Abdurrahman. The dark shadow of the earth is called what? Antumbra, penumbra, umbra, negative shadow. The dark shadow area. Umbra. Very good. Excellent, Abdurrahman. Dark shadow area of the earth is called umbra. So, Abdurrahman, can you tell me what's meant by solar eclipse? It's a question of my mind, yeah. What's meant by solar eclipse?
It is an astronomical phenomenon.
It's an astronomical phenomenon.
Occurs when sun and the earth and the moon are nearly on one straight line.
And on the same straight line. With what in the middle?
With the moon in the middle.
Wait, so again, you can tell me what's meant by lunar eclipse to make a comparison between each one of them.
It is an astronomical phenomenon.
Astronomical phenomena, yeah, surely.
Occurs when the sun, earth, and the moon are nearly on one straight line.
Yeah, surely.
With the earth in the middle,
with the earth
hiding the sunlight from moon.
So, Abraham, can you give me one difference only between solar and lunar eclipse? Can you give me only one difference? About the middle body, for example, yeah.
It lasts for 1 hour or 2 hours.
Okay, lunar eclipse lasts for 1 or 2 hours, or more than 2 hours in some cases. Okay, it lasts for a very long time, very long period of time. So what about solar?
Solar eclipse between 7 minutes and 40 seconds.
It lasts about 7 minutes, doesn't exceed 7 minutes and 4 seconds. So again, Abrahman, what is the middle body in each one of them? What is the middle body, middle celestial body?
In the solar eclipse, the moon.
The moon, very good, excellent. But in the lunar eclipse?
The earth.
The earth. Okay, Abrahman, what's meant by electric conductors materials? What's meant
by
electric?
The materials?
Yeah.
They are that allow the electricity to pass through them.
Allow electricity to pass through them. So can you give me some examples of electric conductors?
Water.
Water, okay. Impure water, okay.
And iron. Copper,
aluminium, all metals. Okay, Abrahman. The last question for you. You are very excellent pupil. Is that what are the components of the electric circuit? What are the components of the electric circuit?
The battery.
Battery, yeah.
The electric lamp.
Electric lamp.
Electric switch.
Electric switch or key. Very good, excellent.
And electric wire.
And also the electric wire. Excellent, Abrahman. Thank you very much for your participation and wait for us today. Thank you very much. So let's return back to another type of question. It's what's meant by question. Again, it's what's meant by or define, or what's the definition of what we have studied in our syllabus this year. So first definition, or first what's meant by question, says that what's meant by transpiration process. What's meant by transpiration process. So we know that transpiration process is a very important process where the plant loses water, or where the plant loses water in the form of water vapor to the surrounding area to get rid of excess water. So let me write this definition. Transpiration process is a very important definition. Transpiration, let's try it with ourselves. Transpiration process is a bioprocess, where the plant loses water in the form of, or in form of water vapor to the surrounding. It's a very long definition, but it's an easy definition at the same time. To the surrounding surrounding area to get rid of excess water. Okay, so we have another caller from Giza, Yusuf. Hello, Yusuf.
Hello.
How's science with you?
It's very good.
Okay, Yusuf, you have a question you want to be asked?
I want to be asked.
You want to be asked, Yusuf? Okay, you are ready? Okay, Yusuf.
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, Yusuf. Can you tell me what is the function of the two guard cells? What is the function of the two guard cells?
It controls the opening or the closing of the stomata.
It controls the opening or the closing of the stoma. It controls the opening and the closing of the stoma. Okay, Yusuf. So, tell me what is the function of the stoma itself. What is the function of the stoma?
It gets rid from the excess water in the shape of water vapor.
It gets rid of what?
It gets rid of the excess water in the shape of water vapor.
Okay, Yusuf, the stoma is found on the lower surface equal to the upper surface? The number are equal on both surfaces?
What?
The number of the stoma or number of stomata on the upper surface of the leaf equal to the number of stomata on the lower surface of the leaf? They are equal?
No.
The two numbers?
In the lower surface
is
greater than of the upper surface.
Why, Yusuf? Give reason. Let me write this question for Yusuf. Give reason question. It's a very important question. Stomata are widely spread on the lower surface more than the upper surface.
To get rid of the excess water in shape of water vapor.
No, Yusuf, this is a function of the stoma. The rule of the stoma or the stomata. Here the question says that give reason. Stomata are widespread on the lower surface of the plant leaf. ليه stomata أكتر على lower surface? I have another answer, Yusuf, for you. To decrease transpiration process. Okay, decrease transpiration process, because the upper surface of the leaf is subjected to sunlight. So if there are more number of stomata on the upper surface, the plant will lose more water. Okay, Yusuf? Okay, so again, stomata are widespread on the lower surface of the plant leaf to decrease transpiration process or to save water for the plant. عشان يوفر مية للplant. Because if the stomata are found with large number on the upper surface, the plant surely will lose a large amount of water, so it will not save water for the plant and the plant may die. Okay, Yusuf? Okay. So Yusuf, I will give you a problem of liver. You are ready? Okay. So Yusuf, tell me at first, what is the problem, or what is the liver law? Sorry, what is the liver's law of problem?
Force by its arm.
Effort force by
its arm equal
resistance by resistance arm. Okay. So effort force arm equal resistance by resistance arm. So Yusuf, if effort force equal 50 Newton and effort force arm equal 10 centimeter and the resistance is 25 Newton, you can calculate the resistance arm. Okay?
It will be 50 by 10 over 25.
Very good, excellent. So resistance arm will be 50 by 10 over 25. So it will be what? Divide 25 equal 1, divide 25 equal 2. So it will be 2 by 10 equal 20. 20 what? Centimeter or Newton?
20 over 1 centimeter.
Centimeter, very good. 20 centimeter, because we know that resistance arm is measured like the effort force arm. Resistance arm is measured like the effort force arm by centimeter or meter. But what about the resistance and effort force? They will be measured by Newton. As we know, they are two forces. Okay, Yusuf?
Okay.
Yusuf, concentrate again. The stomata are found on the lower surface more than or with wide spreading than the upper surface. Why, or give reason? Can you tell me?
To decrease the transpiration.
To decrease the transpiration process, and also to save water for the plant, So now Thank you, Yusuf, for your participation and wait for us today. I have a very important collection of questions. Thank you very much, Yusuf. So now I have another question. The question says that classify the following levers into its type. Classify the following levers into their type. Okay, I have many examples of lever. First one will be crowbar. First one will be crowbar. Number two will be suction pump. Number three will be fishing tool. Fishing tool. Number four will be bottle opener. Bottle opener. So before I answer the question, I have Rawan from Cairo. Hello, Rawan.
Hello, mister.
You are ready to be examined, Rawan, or you have a question?
I wanted to be asked.
You want to be asked, Rawan. So the question says that classify the following lever to their type. I have 4 levers, which are crowbar, suction pump, fishing tool, and at last bottle opener. You can classify them, Rawan?
Yes.
Yeah, crowbar. What is the type of crowbar?
Crowbar.
Crowbar is first or second or third class lever? Crowbar, العتلة. It's the first type we have studied, Rawan. I help you. Yeah, it will be the first class lever. It will be the first class lever. So what about the suction pump? Suction pump. Suction pump, مضخة المياه. Suction pump, it will be what, Rowan? Surely it will be the first class level also. First, no, Rowan. First, Rowan. Fishing tool,
Fishing tool, third.
Third class lever, surely third class lever. So bottle opener. Bottle opener, it's the best type, Rowan. Bottle opener, not cracker, they belong to the best type. Rowan, bottle opener.
Second, second.
Surely second class lever. Second class lever, Rowan. So Rowan, I will give you another question. The question says that give reason second class lever is the best type of lever. Give reason second class lever. Let me write this question before you answer. Give reason. Second class lever.
Because resistance is between fulcrum and force.
No, Rawan, that's the right answer. That's not right answer. Second class lever is the best type of lever. Yeah, Rawan. Give reason. Second class lever is the best type. Why? Because.
One second.
Because in second class level we will find that effort force arm is longer than resistance arm. I have only one condition for all the lever to save effort or to be the best. عشان lever تكون أفضل نوع أو توفر مجهود أو conserve effort أو has a mechanical benefit, there is only one condition. What is that? Because effort force arm, Kirawan, effort force arm is longer than, is always in second class lever longer than,
because effort force arm is longer than resistance arm.
Is longer than resistance arm. Okay, Rawan? Okay, Rawan, can you give me a definition for the resistance force? Force? Yeah, what's meant by resistance? What's meant by resistance, Rawan? What's meant by ثانية واحدة. Okay, Rawan. What's meant by resistance? When you must study hard, we have no time. Today is Thursday and you will start your exam on Sunday. After 2 days, you must study more harder than this one. Okay? Resistance is the force. Is the force which is resulted from the weight of the body that we want to move. Okay? Thank you very much, Rawan, for your participation, and wait for us, and please study more harder than this. Okay? Thank you very much. So now I have another question. This question deal with the drawing or the labeling the diagram. It's a very important diagram, but we don't answer this question in the first of this episode. It's about the electric circuit. Electric circuit, as we know, contains or consists of four main components, which are the battery, the lamp, the wire, and also maybe the key or the switch. So now let me draw this circuit and label the diagram. So here I have electric circuit. It contains of battery. Let me draw this question: battery and the wire and also a lamp. Okay, and also there is, in some cases, key and another and also wire. So here is number 1. Here is number 2, number 3, and at last number 4. So number 1 is called what? Number 2 is called what? Number 3 is what? Number 4 is what? So as we know, number 1 is the battery or the dry cell. Number 1 is the battery. Number 2 is the lamp. Number 2 is the lamp. Number 3 is the electric wire. Electric wire. And at last, number 4 is the electric key or the switch. Electric key or the switch. So we have 4 main components, or at least 3 main components. أحيانا ممكن يكونوا 3 بس or 3 only without the key. So in the electric circuit, there are 4 components in the circuit, which are the battery, the lamp, the wire, and in some time or in some cases there is a key or the switch to open or close the electric circuit. So now I want to know what is the what is the function or the importance of each one of them. What is the importance of the battery? In the battery, as we know, it is the source of electricity. هي مصدر الكهرباء. So it will give electricity to the lamp. So what is the importance of the lamp? What about the lamp? The lamp is an indicator of the electric current passage. هي مبين أو بتعرفني إذا كان في كهرباء or not. So again, the lamp is an indicator that gives us the presence of electricity or the absence of electricity. So what about the electric wire? It connects the electric charge or the electrons from the battery to the lamp. هو بيوصل الكهرباء من الباتري لللامب. So what about the key? It controls or it opens and closes the circuit. So I think the key or the switch is like or is similar to the 2 guard cells, which is found in the plant leaf around the stomata, because both of them, the key and the 2 guard cells, open and close something. Here is the key or the switch, open and close the circuit, and the 2 guard cells around the stoma or around the stomata open and close the stoma or close or control the opening of the stoma to control the passage of water during transpiration process. So now I want to have a definition for the electric circuit. What's meant by electric circuit? It's a very important definition. We know that electric circuit is a continuous and closed path of electrons from the battery to the lamp through a wire or through a conducting material like the electric wire, which is made up from copper. So again, what's meant by electric circuit? Let me write this definition. What's meant by electric circuit? It is the closed and continuous path of electric charges or electrons, electric charges or electrons through a material conducting electricity, through a material conducting electricity. المادة بتوصل الكهرباء. Okay, conducting electricity. So we must concentrate. لازم ناخد بالنا كويس قوي. There is a very important difference between the electric current and the electric circuit. Again, electric current, it is the flow of electric charges through a material conducting electricity. But here is the electric circuit, it's the closed and continuous path of electric charges or electrons through a material conducting electricity. So by this question, I'm afraid we have reached the end of this episode. Again, please, I advise you study more harder because there is no time. We have at least 2 days before the exam, and you will start on Sunday in Cairo, inshallah. And please study hard, study more harder for the exam. You can answer problems and questions as possible as you can. please, again, I repeat my advice, study hard for the exam, because it will be easy, inshallah. And we will meet again next Monday at 5 o'clock. Please wait for me. I have another collection of questions which will be very important and will be very helpful for you. So now, thank you and goodbye.